Okay, so here we are in mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead, sitting bones down, keeping those hips open. Bottom ribs toward your spine and then up toward your heart so you activate your core, support your lower back. Shoulders back and down, and just relax your arms. And then reach your head to the ceiling and get the spine stretching over. And then as you breathe, don't constrict that abdominal area, but let the diaphragm move, let your belly expand. Fill your lung capacity, as long as you're not breathing smoke. And then exhale and release. So just allow your focus to turn inward, forgetting the fires, forgetting the rain, forgetting the heat, forgetting whatever's outside. And just allow your yoga awareness to keep your focus internal during your practice. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stretch way out to the front, keeping your shoulders down. And then exhale, hands behind, fingertips clasped. Lift your heart, stretch your spine. And then exhale, pivoting over at your hips, coming into that forward bend. Let your arms come up toward the ceiling. Tuck in your chin, move your head around, get that neck release. And then lifting your ribs, drop your sitting bones, wind the spine slowly back up. Lift your heart, stretch your head back, shoulders dropping into the back bend. So spread your toes, no gripping, and just lengthen through your whole body. And then coming, inhaling upright, release back to mountain. Take a moment, feel what's going on. And then again, inhaling, stretch out. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stretch way out to the front. And then exhale, clasp the opposite way behind you. And then again, stretch your spine as you breathe and lift your heart. And pivot over as you exhale. So nice forward bend, letting that lower back get a good stretch. Tuck in your chin so that neck doesn't crunch too much together. And when you're ready, once more, wind your way up and lift your heart. Stretch your head back. Keep your shoulders down. And just keep lengthening through your whole spine. And again, on an inhalation, come back upright. Exhale, and just feel the circulation. Getting a little more stimulated. Arms out, palms toward the ceiling, over your shoulders. Go ahead, pass your hands, clasp them, and bring the arms back by your ears. Sitting bones down, stretch your spine, and without twisting, lean over and give those ribs a good stretch along your rope. Push the foot you're leaning away from down, and just maximize through the side of your back. And then inhale all the way up, and switch your hands around. Again, shoulders stay down, sitting bones down, stretch up through the crown, lean to the other side. And again, maximize as much as your ribs and side need as you reach out through the top and down into that foot knee. Inhale back upright, and exhale to mountain. Take a moment feeling the sides as well as your spine. And remember, we're going to twist next, so keep those base of the skull and base of the spine stretching away to open the spine up for the twist. Arms out, palms toward the ceiling, over your shoulders. Clasp your elbows, pull the arms by your ears. Spread your toes, stretch your spine, breathing in, and exhale for your twist. Knees may be a little bent, stretch it up, and as you exhale, come on over. So as always, just deepen as much into your forward bend as your body feels right, and relax. And then slowly again, stay in the twist, working your way up, and heart high, elbows back, maximizing the upper body, not the lower back for this back bend. And then again, inhale to the top, exhale to the center, switch your arms around, And get ready for the opposite twist. Lengthen your spine and exhale, twisting. Breathe in, and on the exhalation, come on over. And again, just deepen as much or as little as your body needs on this side. So you can keep the weight on both feet. So you can keep the arms next to your ears. And again, when you're ready, inhale and come back up, staying in your twist and into that upper body, pulling the elbows back, lifting the heart. Stretch through your spine, and then inhale up, exhale to the center. Arms up, palms out, all the way to shoulder level, deep with your chest and chin. Let's pivot into that parallel to the floor position and hips back, crown forward. And then let's twist one more time. So bring one arm down, fixed wing aircraft, bringing the other one opposite and up. And just look to the side, keeping that spine stretching open for the twist. And then rotate back parallel to the floor. And stretch open the spine, exhale, and twist to the opposite side, looking forward. Arms right straight across from each other the whole time, as much as you can. And then again, pivoting, keeping those arms stretching straight out. Reach it and lengthen again. And then pivot back up and bring your arms overhead, together, palms, and to your heart. Pivot all the way over and to ragdoll, just head. So take a moment, kind of adjust your body, lift your sitting bones, tuck in your chin, breathe, pull your hands behind your legs and pull in a little more if you'd like to stretch on your back. And then exhaling, arms back to the center, slide them up onto your shins, under your knees, elbows and knees straight, get that back flat again, stretch it out. And then exhaling, come on back down. And just roll your way one more time into mountain pose. Shoulders up, back, and down. And as you come back into mountain pose, just feel your spine. Notice you're warming up a little bit for our work today. Now let's do a wide bend position. So step as wide as you'd like into a straddle position with your toes to the front, heels even behind. If you've got a mat, right along the edge of the mat works to keep things positioned. Keep the whole body facing the front. So ribs, hips, shoulders, everything facing forward. Shoulders and shoulder blades down. We're going to bring the arms up to shoulder levels, star position, energize it. So really reach out through the fingertips, up through the crown. Keep breathing. We're going to turn one foot to the side, keeping the hips and shoulders open to the front. And then the back foot, remember, heel back, toes forward, so the knee and toes go the same direction. Running into our triangle. So push, push, push toward that front foot. So the pivot's right at the top of the thigh at that hip joint. The more you push, the further your hands will go into the pivot. Palms toward the front, the direction you're facing, and pivot. Again, arms right straight across from each other, coming into that triangle position. So the hand comes down as far toward the floor or foot or wherever as it wants to. So you can be up here, it's fine, it's a good triangle, as long as those arms are right across from each other. The hip pushes back and back, so out to behind the front heel, and back to the hip area so that you're not pushing that hip forward and getting into a twist. So lengthening, arms stretching apart, head reaching to the side. If you like the upper body to get a little bit more work, you can pull the upper arm behind you a little further, or you can actually bend your elbow and reach for your opposite hip and pull a little deeper into that upper body twist. So just maximize or minimize, remember, personal practice. Keep lifting this kneecap on that straight front leg so that you're not overworking the knee. And then if your arm is down, bring it back up, straight across, pivot, Arms right across from each other, coming to the center. Turn your feet forward, palms toward the floor. Over the head, release the arms. So just take a moment feeling that upper body a little bit more, just twisty energy, and that hip area maybe a little bit more open. So remember, personal practice, noticing all that internal work your body is doing. And of course, what are we going to do? Balance the body, doing our triangle the opposite way. Arms up and out. Turn the foot to 90 degrees on that first foot you're turning. Heel back, toes forward on that second foot. Remember, don't let that hip come forward. Keep it back as much as you can. And again, front hip joint, push, 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 getting that pivot right there. Keeping those arms right across from each other. Palms forward and pivot. And again, go as deep as you want. You can be wherever it feels right for you. Keep pulling back slightly on that hip behind you, making sure that your body is still full open, facing forward. And again, you can stay there. Pull the arm back just a little, or bend the elbow, and maybe rotate, looking a little further up toward the ceiling in a twist, if you love that. So just take a moment and breathe, opening your heart as much as it wants. And then if your arm is down, bring it back up. Get those arms across from each other, pivoting, keeping that body still facing the front as you come back up. Turn the palms down, turn the feet forward, get your star position, stretch it out, and release. So take a moment, feeling again how energized your spine, your hips, your whole middle body maybe, whatever's going on for you. So we're going to take that a little further. So if you loved the triangle the way we just did it, you can keep doing that. We're going to start in that position and then we're going to kind of add. So go ahead again into your star position. Turn your feet. One foot 90 degrees, the other one heel back, toes forward. We're still going to push, push, push to the front, palms open, and pivot down. Now, as we're in this position, we're going to go into a revolved position. This is much more complicated, so if you don't feel like going into a major twist, feel free to stay here. We're going to pivot till your front body is parallel to the floor over that front foot. Arms still airplane position, straight out from your shoulders, right across from each other, looking down. And then we're going to continue the twist. So the whole body is going to twist and look what used to be behind you. So one arm down, the other arm right across from each other. Coming as far into that twist as you can. Keep pushing out through the top of your head. As you do that, lengthening the spine for the twist. And just come wherever your body wants into that revolved triangle. Take a breath, and then pivot back parallel to the floor, stretch, pivot back to the center front, looking forward, arms right across from each other, and then hand in the air, pivoting you back up, and feet and hands coming into star position, and release. So lots of triangle and lots of twist energy on that one. So a little bit more intensity. So kind of notice how your body is responding to all that. Take a breath. Just relax. Because, yeah, we got to do that to the other side. So once again, get your feet planted. Arms out, shoulder level. Move your feet 90 degrees for that front foot. Heel back, toes forward on the back foot. You can keep a micro bend if your knee overextends, or you can just lift the kneecap towards your thigh for a nice tightening on the thigh to keep that leg stable and straight. Hip joint, push, 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 getting all the way into your position for your triangle. Palms forward and pivoting. And again, find your triangle position. Remember, you don't have to be anywhere near the floor as you do that. So find your position, and again, if you love the triangle and don't want to revolve, stay here. Otherwise, pivot, find your body parallel to the floor, arms straight across from the other, out from your shoulders, looking down. Hips back, crown forward, get a good stretch to the spine. And if and when you want to, continue that pivot into your twist and revolve your triangle. So again, as maximum or not, as your body wants to go into your position. And coming wherever it comes, it doesn't have to come to the leg or the floor. And the other one, as much right straight across your neck as you can. Sitting bones back, crown forward, keep that open spine. Take a breath. Exhale, pivot back parallel to the floor. Lengthen your spine. Keep pivoting all the way back, facing forward. And again, reach out through the head and reach that upper arm back as you pivot up, palms to the floor, feet forward. Stretch out in your energized star and release. And step back into mountain pose. So take a moment as we get there, feeling how your body is responding to all that energy through that torso area. Hips, spine, everything gets a lot of work. Oh, shoulders too. Try. So take a moment and appreciate your body. Hands to your heart. Look at your hands. Inhale, following them up. Pull your thumbs back and lift your heart a little higher, upper body back bend. Exhaling, follow your hands all the way down into ragdoll. And let's go onto the mat, onto the floor, into child's pose. Hips back to your heels, pad if you need to, and come on over into your forward. Take a moment there, just breathing. Remember, more stretch through the lower back with the knees together, or easier breathing with the knees apart. Hand under your forehead, under your ankles, between your calves and thighs, wherever you need a little bit of relief, feel free to do that. And then inhaling, come on up on your heels, and let's stay on the heels. So if you want and you have a mat or a pad or a pillow, you can put it under your knees. So we're going to do a couple of things on our knees, and it gets to be a little intense, so feel free to have as much padding under the knees so that they stay comfortable. We're going to come all the way up, hips open. We're going to start with gate position, which is kind of like similar to the triangle because we're going to be moving sideways. And I like to start it in table position because our legs go out a little bit easier, but you don't have to. You can just put the leg out to the side. We're going to bring one leg to the side, toes to the front. And then walk your hands back up your leg so that your hips are nice and open. That heel is right out from your knee, or arches right out from your knee, so that your whole body is again facing the front. And just crown to the ceiling, everything relaxing. And of course, stretching. We're going to bring the hand that's on that leg that you set out to the side along the leg, other arm out, shoulder level. Turn it palm up, bring your arm by your ear, and then we're just going to slide the hand on the leg down as we lean to the side so we get that good oblique stretch on this one. So lengthen out through the head, reach out through the fingertips, and keep that whole side of your body opening. And again, this knee is as straight as feels comfortable for you. So kneecap kind of to the thigh, tightening the thigh to keep it nice and straight and stable. Or a little micro bend to it is okay. And just keep sliding that hand as far down as it wants to go, getting the stretch through this oblique and raise. Breathe, head reaching out toward your hands. And then slide back up as you inhale. Exhale that arm down. And again, we're just going to pivot forward into table position and bring the knee back in, unless you want to stay on your knees. So once more, we're going to balance the body and go the opposite way. So bring that other foot out, toes facing the front. Move your hands back and up your leg and into the kneeling position. So once more, as you're in your starting gate position, activate that knee, get it nice and stable. Hand along that leg, other arm out, shoulder level. Palm toward the ceiling, and again, just right above the shoulder with that arm right along your ear. Slide to the side for that good side stretch. Opening the ribs, kind of breathe into the side maybe a little bit more if that feels like something that works in your body. Feel the contraction on this side, a little bit of contraction through that side oblique as you stretch this one and open the ribs. So those intercostal muscles between the ribs get a good stretch as you move into these side stretches. Breathe, just relax. Again, slide as far or not as your body wants to go. Personal practice, however much you want to extend. And then on an inhalation, come on back up. Again, exhale that arm around, palm toward the floor and down. And flip into your table position briefly. And then again, sink back on your heels into just a kneeling position. If that's uncomfortable, remember, pad under your ankles or between your heels and hips. We're going to do one more on our knees. So we're going to really open across the heart with the camel position. And as we do that, remember, you can always stay in the supported version. I'm going to turn sideways because I think it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. So again, as much padding as you want. So if you've got a mat, you can kind of double pad as you come up onto your knees. For this one, it's a little intense. So you want the hips right over the knees, shoulders over that as you start. And the toes are either straight back from your hips or a little bit toward each other, which gives a little bit more stability and opening across the hips. So your choice. We're going to bring the hands onto your back. So the heel of the palm at about the lower shoulder blade level. Fingertips down toward your hips. And then move your elbows way to the center toward each other so that you're really feeling that expansion across your heart. And then rotate your face to look up toward the ceiling and push your head back. So this is supported camel. This is a perfectly good position to work yourself into as much or as little as your body would like. So breathe there. See if you can keep the hips over the knees and just let that heart rise toward the ceiling. And then tuck in your chin toward your chest, sink your hips back again toward your heels, release your arms, and just take a moment feeling that stretch through your spine, how your body has been working. And we're going to go ahead and work into the full camel only if you want to. So it does get more intense, and it's a little bit more strain on that lower back. So if you've got lower back issues, you probably want to stay in the supported version, which is always a good upper body back bend. So feel free to keep that support. We're going to come again to start up into our upright position. Get your support first. Get those elbows rotating so the heart center, shoulder area is nice and open. And feel free to stay here. This is a great back bend. If you want to go a little further, you can tuck your toes to bring the heels up a little higher toward the ceiling. And then kind of reach one hand back toward your heel. And then if that works, you can come back into your both hand support version and then do the other one. And then back up. And if you want to go further, you can tuck those feet back down and keep the heels lower toward the floor and reach back toward the heel. And then back up, supporting it, and then to the other side and supporting back into the supported version. Elbows still toward each other, hips still over your knees. And then sink back onto your heels, and again, all the way into child's pose. So, nice forward bend, counteracting that back bend that we were just doing. So just allow your body to have a little bit of a break, because we're going to do one more version of the camel, which is quite a bit more intense if you want to go there. So again, when you're ready, and you can, of course, stay in your child's pose for a little bit longer if you prefer. So once again, come up onto your knees, hips above your knees, shoulders above your hips, hands supporting that lower back, elbows rotating toward each other. And if this is your position that you want to stay in and you want to work on that, you can get a strap between your elbows and keep pulling those elbows closer and closer toward each other to just work on that upper body. If you want to go into full camel, either heels up or down. You're going to reach back for one heel, and then you're going to reach for the other heel and look straight up at the ceiling, and then push your hips a little bit more forward so that they go back probably over your knees, because usually when you reach back, you kind of lean back a little bit. So you want to get a good arch through that whole upper body. Yeah, it's intense. So if you need to get out, hands to your back first, and then all the way into child's pose. If you're running your camel, you can stay in it for a couple more breaths looking up, or you can go out and back in a few times, whatever is working for your body. When you come out, hands back onto your back and sink hips to your heels, and again, all the way to child's pose. Take a moment in child's pose just to relax and get a good stretch through the parts of your body that were just in. And then inhaling, sit up on your heels, bring your legs out to the front, into staff position initially, sitting bones connected, knees up, toes up, core activated. We're just going to roll slowly onto our backs and into our reclined integration. So just get your hands, palms up, shoulders relaxing down onto the mat. Take a few moments to breathe. We did a lot of work through that torso today, so just give it a break for a moment and allow your body to relax. We're going to do our twist next. So for our twist today, I think we'll do the one with the bent knee. So arms come out to T position, palms up. Bend one knee. Bring the foot onto the opposite thigh, so the knee is straight up toward the ceiling. And we're going to bring the hands together, rolling, so you've got your right knee bent. We're going to roll over to the left side. If you bent the opposite knee, do the other direction. So the knee comes down, the hands come together in front of you. Take your left hand, the lower hand, onto your knee and hold it there, and you'll get more twist in your lower back. And then the right arm, opposite arm, comes up right above your shoulder, palm open, look up at it. And as you exhale, lower that arm right at shoulder level behind you toward the floor. It may stay in the air, it may get all the way down. It's your body that makes the choice. Don't force it. So remember, the ligaments of the spine are holding things in place. If you let them relax with a good couple exhalations, you may find that that arm behind you drops lower. The more you keep the knee down on the floor, the more your lower back is in the twist. So if that's a problem, you don't have to keep it on the floor. But if you like that lower back to get a nice twist, just make sure that knee is all the way down. And then the arm coming toward the floor behind you may stay up in the air until gravity brings it down. If it's all the way hand to the floor, you can kind of focus a little bit more on bringing the shoulder into that twist. And the more you turn your head and look at that arm behind you, the more your neck and shoulder get into the twist. So remember, if you need to minimize anywhere, feel free to do your personal practice. When you're ready to release, just let go of the leg, roll onto your back, slide the foot next to the other one, and just take a moment feeling all that twist energy through your body. So take a moment to release and relax that lower back into the floor. And again, sliding the sitting bones maybe a little towards your heels, bend your left leg, foot onto the right thigh, or whatever's the opposite of the one you just did. And again, we're going to roll all the way to the side. So this time all the way to the right side, hands together in front of you. Keep the head on the floor. If you need a padding under you, remember, do that. Knee all the way down, and then this right hand comes to the knee, the left arm comes to the ceiling, palm open to the front, look up at it, starting your twist, and exhaling, bringing that hand down toward the floor behind you. And again, as you get into your twist as far as it wants to go, breathe a few times, just relaxing. Knee down for that lower back in the twist, arm coming to the floor, or shoulder being your focus for that middle back, and head turning for your upper neck shoulder area twist. And again, as deep or as not deep as your body wants to go. Maximize or minimize whatever is right in your body for this practice. It can be different every time. And again, when you're ready to release, let go of the knee, roll onto the back, slide your leg down. And again, just position, settling that lower back into the floor maybe a little bit more. And keep the knees bent a little if that's helpful. Bring your hands near your hips, palms up. Settle those shoulders down into the surface beneath you. Take a deep breath and relax. So kind of scan through your body. Notice the twist energy bounces and energizes along the spine, maybe up into your skull for your meditative connection as well. And just observe that energy. Notice where in your body you need to relax. Let it go. Just deepen that whole body down into that surface beneath you. With each exhalation, grow heavier, sink deeper. Let Mother Earth support you, always. Giving you that earth embrace, fully supporting your entire body, just relaxing it completely. And as you breathe more deeply and exhale the tension, just let your body go, fully supported and relaxed. And as you breathe, notice that other thoughts flow into your mind as easily as your breath. Let them flow out as easily as the exhalation as well. No need to remember the past. No need to anticipate the future. Each thought that comes to you can flow out just as easily. Let it go. It's your choice whether you pay attention to the content of your thoughts. At this moment, there's no thought you need to pay attention to. So let your awareness release your body, release your mind. Letting the body sink deeper into that earth embrace. The thoughts float more easily away, just like your breath. And let your awareness turn inward. Find the peace within. Fill your body with peace and your mind filling with peace. And just be peace. And when you're ready to begin breathing more deeply and stretching gently, just draw energy and awareness back to the moment, back to the room, back to your mind. If you want to stay relaxed, feel free to do that as long as you want to. Press your sitting bones toward your heels, draw them in, bending your knees, and bringing them up toward your heart. Wrapping your arms around for a good hug. Just letting your body know you appreciate its yoga work today and everything. And when you've had enough hug and appreciation, you can release that, feet to the floor, roll to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for whatever's ahead for you today, this weekend, whenever. Thanks for joining me.